Well, we made it through the first of the last two holidays for this year, and Christmas is now in full swing for sure. And this build, I'm going to pull on something that I actually first saw a couple years ago on another YouTube channel. And we are going to be using some 1x4 gotten from our local big box store. And it shouldn't be too hard of a build, but it's a little something that I want to put an extra twist on, make it kind of my own. So without further ado, let's build it. Going to start this out with the first horizontal board at 20.5 inches. And the next board is going to be 17.25 inches. Give that a good square cut. Board number 3 is 14 1/16 inches. Board 4 is going to be 10 7/8 inches. Board 5 is 7 5/8 inches. And board number 6 is 4 7/16. Now I'm going to rip all these boards down to right about 2.5 inches in width. Now I'm going to set my miter saw at 22.5 inches and just go from the corner and make a cut on each side. Cut the back board, that's going to be 29 1/16 inch, and give it a good sanding, and while I'm at it, I'll sand down all the other horizontal boards. Now I made a jig here. I went from the bottom of the first board 4.5 inches up. That'll be the bottom of the second board, another 4.5 inches, and carried on for all boards. That way all I have to do is flatten them against this board, put the point on the line, and I'm all spaced out. Now throw on some glue, get it spread around a little bit on all the boards here. And I went ahead and already marked center, so I'm just going to get this all into place so it's straight. And throw some pin nails in her. And I'm going to see just how many of my clamp collection I can actually bust out to get this down. And now for the twisted boards, I'm just going to lay the board underneath, mark it out, go to the miter saw, line up the angle for the cut, and start cutting away. And maybe trim off a little bit because I cut a little wide sometimes. Now this don't do. I thought I was smart masking off everything so I could paint the trunk of this tree. That was a big waste of time. As well as the little tiny brush that I decided to use to paint all this green. Came out great, but it took me forever. Use a normal size brush. Oh look, I found a bigger brush. Look how that paint just slops on with something that's more realistic to your project size. Get all this all done up and let everything dry. And while I'm waiting, what's a Christmas tree without a star? So I just grabbed a hunk of poplar I had left over, traced out a star about 4.25 inches in diameter, and cut it out. And gonna hit it with some bronze spray paint. Now onto the feet. I'm going to do 2 of the feet for the stand at 4 inches and 2 of them at 5 inches. I'll put the longer ones going left to right in parallel with the horizontal boards, and the shorter ones will be out the front and back. And I just pull in 1 inch off of the side and the end, draw a 45, and cut away to give the feet a little bit of character. Time for glue up. Just spread a little glue, and I did take the liberty of marking where I shouldn't paint so I didn't have to sand it off, unlike the trunk of the tree. Put some spring clamps on it. Give it a quick twirl and back with the pin nailer. This makes this project go together really quick and easy with this pin nailer. Don't have to worry about unsightly nail heads. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this for all the rest of them. And there we go. They're all lined up and nailed. So while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and do the feet for the base. Just more watered down acrylic. Foam brush this time. This actually came out the best. I'm thinking that's probably the best method. But throw some glue on there. Put the front foot down. Pin nail it into place. Flip her over. Little glue. Put the back foot down. Go in the opposite direction. Pin nail it. And the same with both sides. Throw a little CA glue and wood glue on. That should hold that as a temporary clamp while that wood glue cures for the star. And of course, gotta have my fake snow. It's kind of my Christmas thing now. Not sure if I'm going to do a project without it, to be honest. For Christmas. And now we'll go ahead and do some brush and dump here with the glitter. A little bit extra Mod Podge and dump on the glitter. And I thought I'd give it an even extra little twist. Found some pixie lights on sale and just gonna throw them on with some hot glue. A little dab of hot glue under the LED. Press it down. Move down a few LEDs. Do it again. Just a lot of rinse and repeat here. And here we are with the finished product. With all the fake snow, gobs of glitter, and some pixie lights. And for the lights, I just tied up the back, put it on with some hot glue, and then just put a 3/4 inch wood screw in there to hang the control box on. This actually has 3 modes. One is a timer, one is all on, and one is off. But enough with me in the shot. Let's go ahead and get some glamour shots of this piece. That's going to wrap it up for this build. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out with me. And if you found this video helpful or maybe just a little bit entertaining, consider giving me a like and maybe a subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.